Hello again, I'm William Benson, and I think this day I'll talk about alternatives for those of us that are trying to find extra income. And I want to speak from the heart because if you're not here yet, you will be soon, so think about your future. I looked online this morning and asked a question about income opportunities for retired people. I didn't even go into disabled, and would you like to know what I found out? They warn you about making more than $34,000 a year because you'll be taxed at a higher rate. Here's the paragraph, and I quote, "First though, a word of caution. If you're already collecting Social Security, the amount you earn from these side jobs can potentially affect how much of your benefits are taxed. If your individual combined income is between $25,000 and $34,000, you may have to pay income tax on up to 50% of your benefits. Whereas if your income is more than $34,000, then up to 85% of your benefits may be taxable. These income thresholds are higher for married people filing jointly." Can you imagine this? You'd think you were up in the income bracket of a regular household these days. What do you think the Social Security insurance you paid in all your life, or paid for all your life, is going to do for you? Looks to me like take away any chance you might have at enjoying your retirement, because you're going to be taxed anyway on the little bit you get before the $25,000, but then the taxes are going to be higher after that. So how much does it take for a person to live, especially if they don't own anything? You know, the way things are going now, there's very few jobs that offer retirement, and it costs so much to get from one week to another. You really have to be making a lot of money or a real good income to afford to put anything back to save for retirement. So think about your bills now, in case you're still working. Have you started saving up for your retirement, or has your pay got you so strapped that you can just barely afford to live already? So add them up. Rent, utilities, car payment, insurance, food, clothing, things like that adds up to a bunch. Can you squeeze all that into a budget of, say, $300 a week, which is approximately what the government will give you max? And I know a lot of people that are making a lot less than that. Even if you made the whole $25,000 before taxes, that's $480 a week before taxes. And you know what the tax rate is if you've been working for a while. At least 33%. So you're left with $322 a week to pay for everything. Honestly, what's that going to get you? Just pull rent off the top and you're broke already. This is why people work 2 jobs before they retire. So we get back to the alternatives. Let me give you the list from this one recommending site. Rent spare bedrooms. Great. Now you got to deal with somebody else living in your house that may or may not even pay. You could freelance. They suggest something like Fiverr. Now don't get me wrong, Fiverr's a great service and they help a lot of people. But you have to have skills to do that, and internet, and computer access. You could pet sit. Doesn't that sound like a good job? Be a mock juror on a site like Online Verdict. They make $10 to $60 an hour if you're eligible. You could make things and sell them on Etsy. Now there's some pretty talented people on Etsy, or you could sell things like on eBay or Amazon. Could take paid surveys. Sounds like a blast there too, don't it? Become a career coach. If you are in a career that you can share your experience with, then maybe that's a good fit. The Muse is the suggested platform. Offer virtual assistant services. I have a few friends doing this, and it can work. Join a virtual call center. The only requirement is you need to enjoy talking to people on the phone. The suggested call center is LiveOps. If you speak English, you can always teach English. Cuckoo Speak lets you monetize that skill by teaching Chinese students how to speak English. And last but not least, you can learn the online marketing business. Just remember one thing. Advertising all costs the same to attract customers. So why not have a product that has a good commission so you don't need as many leads or conversions? Now, if you're going to learn to market anyway, why not cut out the middleman and do whatever you want on your own instead of having to pay others to host your platform? That makes sense, right? Do you think these people set up their services and they're going to let you advertise and sell on their site for free? Think about it. How do they make their money? By charging you, right? So learn the business. If you're going to be learning anyway, and set up a platform and charge others. So this is what I'm doing, and I hope to be able to tell the government one day anyway, I don't mind if they take my benefits. As a matter of fact, you know, with the threat of taking them away all the time, maybe I'll get to the point where I can tell them just to keep their benefits. Wouldn't that be something? To be able to tell the Social Security Department, I don't need you anymore. Click the link. The link's right below this video and get some information and training. Get the same information and training I'm getting, or instructions. You can even talk to me if you want. You'll find out I'm a real person with the same concerns as you have. If I don't have an answer for you, I can find an answer, and we can both learn as we go through this training. There's no shortage of things we can market or platforms we can set up. The main thing is to learn how. So do it now. Sign in, and let's explore this together. I'm going to keep posting videos, and hopefully you'll even learn from them. I want as many people as possible to learn this also. It doesn't matter where you're at in life, you will eventually have to face this prospect of having to survive this old world and the idea of growing old. Not a very pretty idea, neither. I never thought I'd get there either. But I'm not too old yet. But I'm getting close, and I'm going to do my best to secure a future before I get to the point where I can't do it anymore. Come with me. The offer is here. Click the link. Please, again, like and subscribe to my channel. I hope we can become friends and work alongside each other.